Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Today is Valentine's Day. I am up, I am out. I have a few errands to run today. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I have a whole day's worth of things planned for myself today because I absolutely love Valentine's Day. Next to my birthday and Christmas, I love me some Valentine's Day. So I have the whole entire day planned and I'm gonna take you guys along with me while I tell you about why I've been single for 12 years. Yes, that's right, you heard it right. I have been a single gal for 12 consecutive years, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that today and share a little bit about myself on this beautiful, beautiful day. So it's crazy. It's been like gray, rainy, like the weather has been terrible all week, and then the sunshine today. Y'all, I'm so happy. I love Valentine's Day so much. I have so much planned for myself today, so I'm going to have a beautiful day and I'm excited. So let's get to our first stop. Our first stop is Trader Joe's to pick up my flowers, and then I also want to get some flowers for my nail tech because I have a nail tech later, a nail appointment later. And then I also want to get some flowers for my lash girl because I'm going to see her today too. So let's get to Trader Joe's.
Give me a run for my money. There was nobody, no one that would run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely. I wanna be with you, and I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you, and I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Me, just love me. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. I got something. Hold up. We gon' function, no assumption. Feeling like Tyson with it. Look at how Tyson with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah, only for life, yeah, only for life. Let's get it. Hit that shoulder, me. I know what coming over me. Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out. This feeling don't drought. This party won't end. If I didn't ride blade on her, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Run for my money. There was nobody, no one that would run me. So give me a run for my money.
Flowers secured. Ugh, the lighting in here is like not. Flowers secured, girl. It's a zoo in Trader Joe's. Ugh, like it's so many people. And the flowers, did they hike up the price of the flowers today? Because I bought 1, 2, 3 bouquet of roses like in the regular size, and then I got 2 minis and that came up to $64. $64 where? How? Anyway, girl, let's get some coffee. Let's go to Starbucks to get us a cute little coffee and a muffin or something because I didn't have any breakfast. And then off to the next stop. Okay, girl, I'm back. I just got my Starbucks. They spelled my name crazy on this cup. I can't even show y'all. But anyway, so I have a few minutes before my appointment starts. My first appointment of the day is a massage. I got the flowers. Now we are here. So I have a few minutes before my massage starts. So let's talk. I need one of them car mounts that's going crazy on TikTok right now because what? I don't have a good, like, hold on, let me see if I can prop y'all up even just a little bit because holding this is a no. Yeah, girl, I need one of those car mounts because what? Yeah, my My little baby just, my car is not really set up for, let's see, I guess if I did it like this, I just hope that I'm in frame, but it looks like I am in frame, so we're gonna go with this. Oh, let me turn my music off. Girl, yes, I have been single for 12 long years. And before you guys start roasting me saying, oh, you know, it must be you, let me just say that, yeah, I don't even know where to start. I guess it could be me. It could be me, but I don't think so. But let's start from the beginning. Let's start, where should we start? Okay, let's start with generational stuff and how, okay, let's start with generational stuff and how basically, you know, one of the key contributors to, I think, me being single so long is the fact that Black women are raised and like socially engineered to focus on their education, to focus on success, to focus on making something of yourself. Black men too, but Black women in particular get very specific messages about the decisions that they're supposed to make in the chronological order of their lives. So one message that I heard a lot growing up was no boys, no babies until you are done with high school, college, graduate school, and then even after that, you know, essentially. And I heard this from a very, very young age. No boys, no boys, no boys, no boys, no boys, no boys, you know. And when you hear that so young, you know, that is something that gets embedded in your psyche, that like, this is something for me to avoid. And that is essentially what happened, girl. Like, I was all about my education. I was all about books. I was all about doing what I was supposed to do. And I was very hell-bent on making something of myself. So much so that, like, yeah, I had a boyfriend here, a boyfriend there. Really in high school I had a boyfriend, and then in college I had a boyfriend, and my college boyfriend was my last boyfriend. and that was in my late teens, early 20s, and that's been it, you know. And so that is the messaging that I got, that, you know, this is a no-no, this is off limits, this is a distraction, you have work to do. And I guess maybe I took that a little too literal, but aside from that, I think that is just how, that is kind of the foundation and the basis by which things have gone for me, is that I focused a lot, particularly in my early 20s, I focused so much on school. And when I look back on my 20s, that is what I did. I went to school, I finished undergrad early. I spent about 3 years of my early 20s after undergrad applying for doctoral programs. I kept getting rejected. And back then, I don't know what it is like now, but back then you couldn't get into a doctoral program. Like, it was hard to get into a doctoral program straight out of undergrad, unless you were just well connected, unless you were like the most amazing student, did research, maybe was a research assistant and worked in somebody's lab for many years in undergrad, and someone could vouch for you and you could have really strong letters. But, you know, none of that really, you know, worked out for me. So I ended up going to graduate school, mid-20s, went to graduate school, and basically from there I was in graduate school for what felt like the rest of my 20s. it's all a blur. Yeah, because then after getting my master's, I was in a practicum, graduated, went into the workforce and started getting clinical hours. So yeah, and then boom, I was in my 30s. So all that to say, foundationally, that is what laid the foundation for me to not be focused on this area of my life and to shift my focus, you know, to other places. Which during my 20s, I was all about my education and I was all about working. I worked a lot, trying to get experience in the field that I was thinking that I wanted to work in, and I was all about family. If it wasn't those two things, it was not really a part of my stream of consciousness at all. So that is pretty much how, like, if I were to get to like the root of it, I would say, well, in my 20s, I wasn't focused on dating. So yeah. My 20s are a blur. Like, honestly, when I think about that decade of my life, I had some really tough challenges that happened. And yeah, like, a lot happened in my 20s. A lot of good things happened, but some really challenging things happened too. So I like, between trying to make something of myself and trying to make sure I didn't, you know, mess up, and trying to appease my family members and all that, like, I didn't have very much time to date. But I do have a few dating experiences that we'll talk about after my massage. So let's go get that.
Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop shit, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want your love even silently. But if it fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Yeah, that's the way I like it. And I smile when none of these bitches. That's the way I like it. Wiping them down in front of these niggas. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that bitch, no yoga mat? Chat. Should they dare that nigga, don't hit me back? Chat. Should I ran that nigga, no questions asked? Chat.
Hey girl, I'm back. I am just got out of my massage, and boy, was it delightful. Let me see. See, when I put my phone over here, it's so dark. Let me see. I'll say, let's start. Where do I start? Now I'm realizing how vulnerable this video is about to be. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to tell all that, but let's actually start with my very first love. Okay, my first love was my boyfriend that I dated at the end of college, at the end of high school going into college. Like, that would be, you know, the relationship that I say, you know, this was the only relationship that I've had. Really is the only relationship that I've ever had. Was end of high school going into college. To give some background, so we went to middle school together. We went to middle school together, so we had known each other since the 7th grade. I was really close friends with one of his best friends in the 7th grade, and so we just, you know, always had a little spark, little love connection, right? And then at the end of high school, we started to, like, actually like hang out, and one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I'm this man's girlfriend, and we're high school seniors, and we're about to like go into college. And he went his way, I went to Greensboro, and somehow we still, you know, pretty much made it work through college. But that was the only relationship that I would, you know, that I had. After that, after him, I hit the floor and I just put my head down and I grinded it out, and you know, my 20s happened. That was my first love. I still have so much love for him today. He's an amazing person with an amazing heart. I still smile just thinking about him because he's just an amazing person. So I've always, all that to say, like, I've always had good people in my life. I've never had guys who dog me out or talk to me crazy or did anything crazy. And here's an important thing to know. A huge thing, well, I'll just say this. I was raised in a 2-parent household. I had a mom and a dad. My dad loved me down. Okay, so I'm not a girl with daddy issues, so a lot of things aren't gonna fly, because I have a very good relationship with my dad, and my dad has always, me and my dad has always been like this. You hear me? 2 peas in a pod. My daddy is my first love. Like, my dad is my first love. I love that man, okay? But to add insult to injury, I have 7 uncles. Yes, I have 7 uncles, okay? So the bar is really high, okay? The bar has been high since I was born, okay? The bar is high, and I gotta get my way. Most things, most of the time, I gotta get my way, and I don't really see it another way. And there are some men who give princess treatment as their default, and those are the people that I do very well with. So yeah, I am the definition of princess treatment. I have a daddy and 7 uncles, okay, and they have always treated me like I was something sent from God. Even and those are the men in my family. Even my mom treats me literally like the Queen of England, okay? So it's just like, I don't know how this sounds coming off the tongue. I don't know. I mean, listening, you know, for the listener, but I don't want, you know, to have ideas created about me. But essentially, again, talking about the concept of priming, this is how I've been primed to move and interact in the world, and it's not going to change. It's something that's pretty fixed. You feel me? So, yeah. So, let's talk about the men, child. Let's talk about the men. So let's talk about the men, because now, you know, I'm a little warmed up to the topic. I want to get into a little bit specifics. I want you guys to, you know, I give you what you came for. Let's get into the men. Let's get into the men, okay? But we're gonna do it after my lash appointment, so let's go get our lashes done. My car got so dirty. I have the flowers that I'm gonna give to my girl. I have to go get my car wash after this though, because the way my car is out here looking is unacceptable. Let's go. Oh wait, am I at the, yeah, I'm at the right suite. Valentine's Day. You're very welcome. I'm doing a little vlog for YouTube, so don't mind the camera. You're welcome. Oh, look, don't say hi. I'm gonna tag you in this so that girl, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. I have
I do that 3-4 times again. I testify of you. I'm so that like you, that bitch I do it all. I won't cry, I'm skinny. I'm not. Long if you joking, now answer me. I ain't got it. I've been skinny, do it. I your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you.
back, girl. I got my lashes done. How they look, girl? So I actually get volume fills or volume sets, and I never thought that I would be a volume girl, but my hybrid sets, they just come out so fast. So I don't mind this, but this is not necessarily the look that I'm going for. It's more full, but it's cool because I love how they look once they start to thin out. So that's really what I'm waiting for. Anyway, on to the next appointment, honey boo boo. But let's pick up. Where do we leave off? Okay, let's talk about the men. So let's talk about my dating experiences. Honestly, like I was saying, I've had very positive dating experiences. I'm trying to think about a way to approach this conversation in a more ambiguous way, just in case somebody views this. Girl, I don't know. You gotta, hey. So, we'll talk zodiac sign. We'll refer by zodiac signs. And if you didn't know, I'm an Aries, which is important for context, because if you know anything about, before I get to that, my lash tech, I love her so much. Her name is Jayla, the Lash Brat in Raleigh. She's so good and she's so sweet. She's skilled, she's professional, she's fast. Like, I'm not sitting there all day, which is a huge thing for me because I don't have that kind of time. So I do prefer someone who's quick, but she's very skilled and I just love her so much. Hold on, let me text my nail girl to let her know I'm here. But I'm early. Okay, my lash girl is so good. She's sweet, and this is honestly the best retention. And she was the one who was like, we might need to go up to a volume set for retention, and she was actually right. So anyway, so girly, let's get to the men. We'll talk by zodiac sign for privacy purposes. But for context, I'm an Aries, and sorry about lighting. The sun is going down. I'm in my car, which now I know I really can't vlog in the car because, yeah. So I'm an Aries. I am a hot, fiery, passionate, deep lover girl. Aries, when I'm in love, I will go to the ends of the earth for my person. And I'm thoughtful. I'm kind, considerate. I love very deeply, very loyal. So I am, but all of that I think comes at a price. Not I think, all of that comes at a price. So for as much as I give of myself, again, the bar is high. And I think that's ultimately where things kind of, but let's see. Let's start with Cancer men. Cancer men love me down. Like, the Cancer men that I have been with, they are just hell-bent on, like, how do I please you? What do you need? What do you want? You know, they are very much like, they love me down. I probably am going to end up being with a Cancer. I think my husband is a Cancer, because they genuinely, like, they love me. They do. But sometimes I feel like, in being with Cancer men, sometimes I feel like I am too overpowering, because the Cancer men that I've been with have been very chill, like, you know, chill, maybe on the, like, airing towards passive. I think I just, overall, I think I'm too much fire for Cancer men. They, I think I stress them the fuck out. Honestly, if I can just be frank and speak clearly, I think I stress Cancer men out. I think I make them lose their hair. I think I make them lose weight. I think I be stressing Cancer men out. And I don't mean to. It's just who I am, you know. But Cancer men just be like, what is it? Just tell me what it is. You know, what do I need to do? Da, 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 you know, and I think sometimes my fire be, you know, I don't know, child. But Cancer men love me down. I've also dated a Capricorn who, let me see. What are the, you know what? I tried to be cute and I don't even really know all of the, I don't know all of this, the traits associated with each Capricorn, which each sign. But I did date a Capricorn, and I also had a good time there. One problem that I think comes up with Capricorns, well, how about this one? The positive side is that Capricorn, or that particular, really matched my drive and my is somebody gonna match my freak? Capricorn, great chemistry, great compatibility, just very much a good time. But I found my Capricorn to be a little too, like, stubborn, maybe a little too stuck in his ways, a little too maybe like a little too pragmatic, and a little too, and I am not the best at, like, being free flow, but I have a free spirit side to me, for sure. I have, you know, I like to have fun. I like to, when I can relax, I'm really relaxed. You know, I can be very silly. I can be very goofy. You know, I am just like, yeah. But they, so, like, sometimes I couldn't get the Capricorn out of his head, out of, you know, his ways, out of things that had happened to him, out of old past dating experiences that were not that good, you know, that kept coming up, and I think it's just because how they're wired. Yeah, so dang, my nail tech is coming, and we got one more zodiac sign. She said she coming down, and we got one more zodiac sign to cover. And for me, I'm free spirited. I like to have a good time. I like to, you know, and that just didn't fit, but we vibed very well, and we had a really good connection, and the Capricorn man loved me down too.
Saving you, is the heart of a woman. Yeah. Only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chance after chance. I love what you can't stand, and I try to be strong, but how much can I put your words on your life this time? And I hope you ain't lying, 'cause only that's saving you.
Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, it's definitely been a long time later, but I forgot to come back on here. Yeah, girl, if you're not used to holding the camera up to yourself, it's kind of like surreal to like think to record yourself. But anyway, so my nails came out super cute. I actually still have the set on. It's like a really pretty cat eye, and on this hand it has love on there, and then on this side it just has some cat eye hearts. I'll just put it on the screen. I think it'll be easier to see that way. So my nails came out super fire. I love them so much. I love my nail tech so much. She's so good. She's been doing my nails for like 5 years. Love her down. And then Saturday night I went to a really fun, I had dinner reservations at this restaurant in my area called Glass House Kitchen. They did a cute little Valentine's Day menu, and I had initially made plans just for me to go to dinner by myself. I do stuff by myself all the time. It's not a big deal for me at all. So but then when I told my girlfriends that I was going, they were like, girl, let's go with you. So we ended up all 4 of us going to dinner. It was just so cute. I looked so cute and didn't get any pictures, and then the next day we ended up, the same group of friends met up for brunch. My close friend hosted a Galentine's Day brunch at her house. We all went over there. It was just a vibe. It was so good. It was so fun. The music was going, the mimosas was going, the slushy machine was going, the food was so good. Girl, we just had a bomb time, okay? So yeah, that was pretty much the rest of my weekend. It was just so good. That was literally one of the best weekends that I've had in a really, really, really long time. Like, that was an amazing weekend. And then I actually just realized that I never even finished telling you guys about the men. There were 2 more zodiac signs that I had wanted to discuss, but I'm not really gonna get like deep into it. I'll just comment very briefly that the other zodiac sign was an Aries, and that was so good. It was like we were the same but different. I don't know, because I don't know, there's some traits that I had that he didn't have, and then there's some traits that he had that I didn't have, but it just seemed really good. Like, it just seemed really good. But the best of them all, honey, the best for last is the Gemini. I know. I've had friends who like, Gemini, hell nah. But I paired so, me and this Gemini, girl, that might have to be a whole story time. I'm not gonna lie, it might have to be a whole story time, because we just went together so well. I think like my passion and his passion, and my fire and his, I don't even know what it was. Let me see. The Gemini and me, yeah, like it was just so good. It was so much excitement. That's how I would say. It was so exhilarating. Like, I'm very high energy. I can be impulsive. Well, not can be. I'm very impulsive, very high energy. I don't know, but it was just so good. The communication, out of this world. Like, the communication, A1. The like newness of experience and adventure, and then like my dominance, because I think I am very headstrong, and I do come with a certain level of like assertiveness and dominance, even though I try to keep it cute, I try to keep it feminine, but I'm definitely headstrong, and I can be pretty assertive, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't see that as a bad thing at all. I think I've honed those skills to really work for me. But it didn't intimidate him. It didn't intimidate him. It didn't bother him. Girl, I don't know, girl. That Gemini man. Yeah, girl. It just worked. Like, it just worked so good. I thought it was just so, and he might have a different story to tell y'all, but me on my end, I thought that we paired so well together. I thought we looked good together. I thought that we were just kind of on the same wavelength. Like, more often than not, I feel like we were on the same wave. We just matched. I don't know. I would just say that that was a good, oops, girl, that was a good match. Okay. Yeah, like, and he was like more flexible and adaptive, and I'm trying to think of more specifics. I don't want to get too specific because, you know, but he did so well. He did so well courting me. He just did so well. I hadn't dated anyone in a long time when he came around, and so like I was very like open to experience. I was excited. Like, I was like, oh, I'm ready. Yeah. What's up? You know, and so it just flowed well because I wasn't like my normal resistant, like, yeah, you gonna have to work, you gonna have to, yeah, let me see what you coming with, how you come. Like, I wasn't on all that. I was like, you know what, let me see. Oh, okay, that was cute, you planned a nice little date. Oh, you know, I was very like cutesy, very demure. I did, you know, yeah, it was still work that had to be done, but I was like, it was a good balance. I probably could have actually made him work a little harder, but it's cool. But we had a great time together, like a great time. Like, I don't know, I might be recanting my previous statement. My husband might be a Gemini, but the only thing about the Gemini is that other twin. I don't know, but I really, that was a good. So anyway, girl, those are my dating experiences. If you've made it this far in the video, please drop a comment down. But first of all, thank you. If you've made it this far and have listened to me yap for almost 40 minutes, over 40 minutes, appreciate you. Thank you. But if you have made it to this point in the video, no, seriously, thank you. Drop a comment. Let's meet me down in the comments. Let's talk, let's chat about your dating experiences. You can ask me questions that maybe I didn't get to in the video. Let's have a little discourse in the comments, girl. And I actually was going to open my Valentine's Day gifts that I brought myself, but this vlog is already like way longer than I was anticipating, so I'm gonna wrap it up here and you'll see what I got in my February favorites video. So I'll just show you guys what I got there. But again, if you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.